What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Anti-Tech channel. Probably because basically everything is AI now, even AI toasters. Awareness of AI and the problems that it can cause have definitely gained awareness. And this week, Elon Musk tweeted that we're officially, he believes, in the tech singularity. So a number of people have said, okay, this is a problem. What are we going to do about it? And the leading belief is that there should be some kind of regulation, or AI should be regulated to either protect people, make sure that AI is not dangerous, or all around just make sure that it functions properly. And today I'm going to explain why AI regulation just will not work. So the three reasons I have that AI regulation will not work is one, anyone can code. Two is competition. And three is personal interest. So let's just jump into it and let's get into number one, and that's anyone can code. So if you're a Nigerian goat farmer, and a proud Nigerian goat farmer, and you get access to internet, a boot camp, and a computer, I mean, you can really code. Nothing's really stopping you. And a lot of people have said, well, the US government should be regulating AI. And guys, it's not all like Google, Amazon, and different, big companies which can be regulated more easily. Like anyone in their basement can really code, and it's very difficult to stop these people from coding. In addition, companies like DeepSeek have made all their AI code open source, and there have been a lot of other companies that made all their code open source. So, I mean, you could just take a pre-existing code and you don't even know too much, and you could just add on to it, and you can bypass those regulations, and basically the US government would have no idea, or any kind of government that wants to regulate it. Second is the competition. There's been an incredible amount of competition around AI, and even President Trump, he repealed some of the restrictions that Joe Biden placed on AI because in the name of patriotism. Essentially, it's, well, if we don't do it, then China is going to make it more advanced AI because we have the regulations. So if one country decides, well, they have a more advanced AI because we have all these regulations, then they're just going to keep extending the regulations and extending the regulations until the regulations basically don't exist. And to continue off this line of thought, like, think about nuclear weapons. The US got its hands on nuclear weapons, and obviously it didn't want anyone else to have nuclear weapons. In the end, multiple countries got nuclear weapons. It went from the USA to Russia to the UK, to France, from France to India and Pakistan, possibly even Israel, maybe even Myanmar, who knows. But even though the US government wanted to stop, and they wanted to regulate nuclear weapons to make sure that other countries didn't have them, it just didn't work. Because once the information got out, it became impossible to contain. And now we have just basically very little control over nuclear weapons. I mean, North Korea has nuclear weapons. We obviously want to regulate that, but we can't. And because we don't really get along with North Korea. So you just can't regulate it in that sense, because the USA doesn't have complete and total power over all the other countries. And unlike nuclear weapons, anyone can code. So like nuclear weapons, you need to enrich the uranium. You need a big facility for that. People can see uranium. You obviously need to test the nuclear weapons, which creates a lot of hubbub in the international community. And so that's actually more difficult, and we haven't even been able to do that. And third, and this might even be the most important reason, is personal interest. The economy is basically being propped up by AI now. I think in a lot of ways the industrial society is reaching its limits in terms of worker capacity. I mean, everyone's working so much, and the population is set to decrease in Western countries, at least. So obviously, the amount of productivity you're going to get out of these workers is very likely going to decline. So why is the stock market booming, and why is the economy growing? It's because of speculation. So people think that AI is going to basically transform the economy, and that's why people are putting a lot of money into AI, because they say, well, it's going to increase economic output, and it's going to be exponential growth. So these people have personal interest in the stock market, and they want to see it grow. Additionally, even the US government wants to see the economy grow. So when the only thing that's producing growth is artificial intelligence and automation, then why would the government try and regulate that if that's what's keeping the economy growing? And the second part of that is companies have significant power, like Google, Amazon, and all these AI companies, Tesla. I mean, Tesla actually wants to regulate AI, but all the companies in AI right now have significant power, and they will influence politicians. They will say, hey, we don't really like these regulations. We want them eased a little bit so we can compete. And even like normal people are invested in these companies, and they want these companies to do well. So they have personal interest in not having AI be regulated to like any significant degree. So those are the reasons why I believe AI regulation won't work, and those reasons are pretty significant. So it looks, if we continue down this path, it really does look like AI will just advance exponentially without any real major setback. That's part of the reason why I created this YouTube channel, and I believe that with enough viewers we can really make a difference. So those are my reasons, and I really appreciate you watching the video, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Bye.